Okay, hey people, what's up? I'm back with another video review. This is hilarious. Now, of course, this is done in contrast to I did the Concrete Blonde concert review from Emos, which was the other night, last Saturday. I did that review and got hit on. It got pretty heated up pretty bad for that. I had a feeling that I was going to get some hateful comments, and hey, like I said, I invited you to write comments, and I hope there's not too hard feelings, but I just wasn't, you know, I just didn't really think it was that great of a show, in my opinion. I thought that I would get to maybe do a better review if I reviewed a Concrete Blonde CD. And I just decided, this is kind of an underrated album because it was a reunion album. It didn't really have. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this album, and I'm going to show it to the camera right now. It's Group Therapy, as you've already seen the autograph right there. Because I showed this in the concert review, but this is the album Group Therapy. You want to get a good shot of it. Okay, and then there they are on the back of the CD. There's all three of them. If I can get my fingers out of the way and show you better. This is a CD review. I hope this review you'll like better than my concert review. And this album was their 2002 reunion album. They got back together. I think this was the original drummer, but I'm not certain. But the only thing that matters is that Johnette and James are on here. That's Concrete Blonde to me. You can get any drummer for Concrete Blonde as long as they're a good one. So the thing was, I remember when this came out, being real excited that they came back. Didn't know they were going to get back together, and they put new music out. Eventually, I got the CD, and I'm going to just go by a track-by-track basis because that's going to be the easiest to do. It starts off with Roxy, which is a real mellow. It starts real acoustically. It's a song about the band Roxy Music, and that's the opener. It's a pretty good way to open the album, but it really starts to rock. Like, it rocks really good with the second song, which is Violent. Now this one rocks, and this baby rocks hard. This is one of my favorite songs. Absolutely love Violent. I think this is a great song. This, to me, in my opinion, is a hit. If I could choose what hits were from this album, this would be a hit. So Violent is a great song. Love it. Great rocker. Love the chorus. Or not just the chorus, just the lyrics. I just love the lyrics. The drumming is good. When I Was a Fool. They played When I Was a Fool. Surprisingly, the other night at Amos. So they did play a Group Therapy song. I was surprised to hear that one. Thinking if they were going to do any group therapy, it would be Take Me Home, which was what I wanted to hear since that was the hit from this album. But they played this, and this is a real slow, kind of depressing type song. Real laid back. It's kind of basically a breather, I guess, after Violent. Since Violent like really rocked real hard, then you get to chill with this. And then after that is I believe it's True Part 3, the third installment of the True trilogy. The guitar sound from James to me sounds very desert sounding, like a desert guitar part. Like, just I picture cactuses in the desert, kind of like what you would picture on the Mojave album, I suppose. It doesn't really go into that same. It doesn't sound probably like a Mojave song, but it's very desert-like. And I was never a big fan of the song True to begin with, which I know was one of their early hits, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's okay. Tonight, love it. Tonight's the next one. It's got this really great rhythmical drum pattern. The guitars. It's got this real simple guitar line, and it's just a real inviting song. It's very layered. I like the layering of it. So Tonight is another great one. Really love Tonight. What's next? Valentine is another rocker. Love Valentine. This one's sounds kind of, I want to say simple in some ways, or not simple, but seductive, the way Jeanette's presenting herself, the vocal stylings here. Valentine is a really great one. Yeah, this one almost rocks as hard as Violent. This is another rocker. What's next? Oh, Your Llorona is next. Very Spanish sounding. Very flamenco guitar sounding. And honestly, I'm not too into that kind of music, that Spanish. This one I feel is one of the weaker songs. I respect it because it's experimental for them. I mean, they've done some Spanish type music before in the past, so it shouldn't be too surprising they would do this on this album. It's all right. It's not a terrible song. Before I get to any more songs, I'll just say there's nothing on this album that's terrible. Even the songs I don't really care for, they're not necessarily terrible. And then, yes, we go to what just might possibly be my favorite ever Concrete Blonde song, Take Me Home. When I first heard this, I saw the video on the internet. I'm like, wow, that is a great song. Got the album, and that song really hits me. The guitar line is real. And Johnette's they switch instruments. Johnette's playing guitar. James is playing bass on this. The guitar line is really kind of, I want to say somewhat of like a Modest Mouse kind of sound. The way, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember the guy's name from Modest Mouse. Quick. Ah, fuck, I can't remember. But it's something that he would do. Isaac Brock, there's his name. But better than Modest Mouse. I'd say it's better. It's just real chill, laid back song about, basically about kind of living it up on, just kind of wishing you could just get out of your house and go somewhere else and kind of drinking your troubles away, basically. It's a great song. I absolutely love this song. But I'm rambling on that, so Take Me Home, great. After that is, what is that? Inside Outside. This one got kind of a samba beat to it. Real, some percussion and the drumming. The bass line is just really very inviting, and it makes you just want to do kind of like a weird dance. This song is killer. Absolutely love Inside Outside. I think it's great. Another good one. What's Up is next. I think it was Angel. No, Fried. Fried's pretty cool. This one rocks pretty good. This is typical lyrics from Johnette. You know, the guitar lines. It's just like real like 2/4 drum time. I believe it sounds like it's in 2/4. If I'm doing this mathematically correct of me as a drummer. But it's just a real laid back type, straight up rocker that I like. I like the lyrics, basically. Getting like way too fried on your life, possibly from being on the road, drinking a lot, whatever. Okay, I know it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know Chrissy right now is probably wanting to just flame me like, here comes the negative comments right now. Fried is not one of my very favorite songs on this, but it is a good song. So I'm sorry if I'm lacking for knowing exactly what Johnette's talking about. Angel is depressing. It's coming up next, and I'm not saying too depressing, but it just has that real somber kind of gothic type. There's a piano in there, and the drums are kind of like they're very echoey and hollow sounding. You know, definitely could be. I could see them playing maybe this song in Elysium for a slow dance type thing. Yeah, that one's it's okay. Memory. I have no memory of Memory. I don't remember how that one sounds. I really don't. That one must not have done much for me. But I've gone through all the tracks except for Memory. I remember. Yeah. Anyway. Stop rambling. This album, I think, is a really, really good album. This is a really. I'm glad they got that together. While I wouldn't say this is my favorite Concrete Blonde album, this does have some of their best songs. To grade this album, what could I grade it as? I'd probably have to give it a B+. This is actually really good. Can't quite give it an A because there's some filler on it, but it's when they're on this album, when the songwriting's on and they have their niche and their playing is great, they're really on. That's Group Therapy. Buy it, own it, love it. Good night, Concrete Blonde fans. Actually, it's the middle of the afternoon, but who cares?